Sun is shining all day, sand between my toes, waves crashing on the bay, feel that warm breeze blow. No worries on my mind, just leave stress behind. Palm trees in the line, find that peace I find. Vacation time, I'm feeling so fine, living in the moment, sipping on sunshine. Music in the air, laughter everywhere, dancing without a care, soaking up the flare. Midnight bonfire light, stars are shining bright, everything feels right in this paradise night. Vacation time, I'm feeling so fine, living in the moment, sipping on sunshine. Music in the air, laughter everywhere, dancing without a care, soaking up the flare. Midnight bonfire light, stars are shining bright, everything feels right in this paradise night. Vacation time, I'm feeling so fine, living in the moment, sipping on sunshine.
Good evening, guys. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
And welcome into Sunday Night Live with the KAM Fam. And we are super excited to be hanging out with you guys.
Well, I'm like, and Taryn. I was ready to say my name.
So go ahead. I'm Mitch, and
I'm
this
Taryn.
is Taryn, and we are the KAM Fam. So the KAM kids are currently eating dinner. And for some of you, it's a fan favorite what they're having. Because they are eating sausage and mac and cheese. So yes, they are enjoying that. They're going to be coming in later. So tonight we got a lot of stuff exciting planned.
We've had an exciting weekend.
Yeah, so it's been a busy weekend, exciting weekend. We got to spend the whole entire day at home almost, which was truly amazing.
Needed.
So yes, yesterday both girls had softball. We left the house at 7. Well, I dropped the dog off so she could spend the night in the hotel. At 6:45, came back to pick them up, and I think we got back home and it was almost 11:30.
Yeah, it was a long day in the sun, but it was good. Look, no one got burned.
Right. So we are excited to be here. And we're going to talk about wet or dry tonight. So if you have not answered the poll question coming in, make sure you make your decision, wet or dry. We also have a special unboxing that is going to happen later on. So make sure you stick around for that. But before we get to any of that, I guess let's see who has made it in tonight.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to spend their Sunday evening with us? I mean...
All right, so we have Rihanna from Reality Tech. So we were in Mike and Rihanna's live earlier this afternoon hanging out.
And can you believe she's only had Taco Bell like twice in her life?
This is true.
And
going back to Rihanna, so Rihanna and myself, we are birthday buddies.
Yes,
so
you are.
Tuesday,
happy early birthday.
we both celebrate our birthday. I don't know if we're the same age or not, but that doesn't matter because we're birthday buddies. And we're almost anniversary buddies because they celebrate their anniversary tomorrow. And we celebrated ours last week.
Oh, so that's awesome.
So
July is a great month.
July is a happening month, but glad to have you in here. We got Scotty J Travels coming in.
Welcome.
And Scott from Controversial Cruising right on time at 7 o'clock, beating in Danny
Ooh,
Dizzle.
and the Fizzler.
Yes.
Got to mention that new name.
Fizzler, yes. So Danny, glad to have you in here. We got Ron in the house from the Fam Adventure. So it is KAM Fam time. That is right. And you never know what's going to happen on the KAM Fam. So you want to make sure you are here. So people are saying hi. We got Cheryl from Cruising is Fun Anytime. So welcome in, Cheryl. Welcome in. I hope you are having a great evening. It is raining up here in Houston.
Yeah, how is it in Galveston?
So hopefully in Galveston, you guys are staying dry. Hence the title, We Are Wet Tonight.
I mean, that is not what the title means, but we are living up to it.
Yeah, so hey, is it wet or dry at your house? But the preference is, what do you like, wet or dry is what we're here to talk about. So saying hi to everybody. And yes, so Nightbot's already popping in, guys. If you want to share your link, type in hashtag KAMFam and check everybody else out.
Yes, and let's say hello to those that are lurking and not commenting.
Yes.
We welcome you in.
We know there's some of you who you're watching it on the TV or you're listening to the car, or you could be our parents and they have no idea how to comment in here. So, mom or dad, if you're watching,
Hey!
happy Sunday. All right, so we got Liz from Carnival Cruise Addicts coming in moist. So I take it she is on the wet side. So Scott says, did you get the package? So the package is here. We got to wait till the girls finish dinner to open it up.
Have an unboxing.
But yes, Funkle Scott sent the girls a package and specifically said nothing was for me. I don't know if Taryn gets anything out of it, but myself.
The joy of my kids' faces.
Yes, that's what I'm going to get. That's what I always get. Welcome in New Horizons above and beyond. Saying hi to everybody. Let's see who else. We got a lot of highs going in, and Scott is already dropping that hashtag bone in. But so funny you said that, opponent. But
where's this going?
So I know a lot of you have been enjoying the Cooking with the KAM Fam series. Last week we did s'mores, or we put out the video for s'mores, and a lot of you were excited about that. So we're actually considering, even when summer ends, we might continue it. What, they're ready to go, or great. So I guess we're gonna pause and everything because the kids are here. So they heard there's a present, and they heard Uncle Scott is here. So guys, we're gonna give a pause to the chat, and we are gonna have to see what it is. So say hi, girls. Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Push your glasses up. So yes. All right.
These are the new glasses.
Right. So now we have two pairs, and she was very sad. I didn't go with to pick them up.
Yes. She was super sad trying them on just to make sure everything fit okay. And I'm like, okay, what do you think? She's like, no, I don't want them. Well, it's too late. We've already bought them. Like, and she was like, no. And I'm like, well, you get to keep the other ones too. Oh, I do? Oh, okay. And then she got all excited, but she thought she would have to give up her pink sparkly glasses. And that was sad for her. So no, we do have two pairs just in case.
So,
You never
yes. You never know what will happen with them. All right. So the only reason you guys are in here is why? Oh, you're saying hi.
Oh, you weren't coming for any other reason?
We literally just said hi because
you look like you still got food in your mouth.
Right.
Because we're here for a present.
You're here for a
There
present.
was a present.
Who sent you a present?
Scott.
Oh, did Scott send you a present? In case you guys didn't know, Scott is actually going to be quite a bit of a star in this show, and he doesn't even know it. So I think Scott might be at work. So Scott, just so you know, you're going to pop up multiple times in this whole topic. All right, girls, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right.
All right, so well, here, we'll let Ainsley open it since it was Ainsley's birthday. Is all the food out of your mouth?
yes.
Okay. Can you do it or no? There's a scissor right down there.
Mommy.
All right, so while they're trying to figure out this package, because of course that's all they care about, but they're not very prepared for this. So let's see, did you get it? Be careful because you don't know what's in it. Please don't.
All right, let's get up close.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
You got it?
man.
Uh-oh. What do we got?
This one says my name.
That one says your name, so hold that.
Oh.
All right, so let's see what else it has. Are you going to open it?
Yeah. Well, you don't like the packaging.
They're busy waiting to see what you got.
Oh, man.
All right, so. Oh,
Ooh.
what is that? So here, let's get up nice and close.
All right.
So we have a pin from Controversial Cruising. So thank you, Scott. All right, hold it up.
Packaging.
Yes, that's the packaging. Hold the shirt up. That's what they want to see. What does it say?
Most likely, I can't read, to dance under. I can't read the words.
So take
Until most likely to dance until sunrise.
Most likely to dance until
And
sunrise.
didn't you want a most likely shirt?
Yeah.
Yes. How perfect. She's
So-
literally like, we should get most likely to shirts made.
And if you see at the bottom, this is MSC. So I'm assuming that is when Scott was on his MSC cruise, which I know the videos have started to come out, and we need to get caught up because we're still trying to get caught up on everybody's videos from vacation.
We got a lot accomplished today, though.
Yes, we did. We
Video-wise.
watched quite a few videos today. We were in different lives. All right, so
Are you peeking?
Mhm.
Okay.
someone is excited.
All right. Put your hand in.
Oh, did it get
Hope
you?
it doesn't bite.
What?
Oh my goodness! What
Oh
you
my
got?
goodness.
Ducks.
Oh, look
And
at
that duck has a little hat.
That's so cute.
All right, let's see. Hold them up. Can you hold up your ducks?
Can you hold your ducks up?
They can't see them when you put them on
You
the
have
face.
to peek.
All right.
I don't know what I'm supposed to. It looks like a controversial cruising lanyard. Controversial
open it
cruising
up.
lanyard.
Can I see all the other stuff, Mama?
Here, usually people go to the letter
Let's-
first.
Oh, read the letter.
All right, so it says on Controversial Cruising letterhead.
Whoa,
This is pretty
you're fancy.
fancy. So KAM Fam girls,
This-
Funkle Scott brought something back for each one of you. Ainsley's was a little extra special because it was her birthday. I hope you guys enjoy. Added enough stickers, pins, and ducks for all, even Mitch. So I think this-
Whoa.
get ready for the mac and cheese cook-off. So yes, so talking about cooking with the KAM Fam, Scott and I have been talking behind the scenes. There's going to be a cook-off, and when that comes out, you don't want to miss it. I don't know. I said, Scott, I don't know how we're going to pull this off,
We're
but he
gonna
said
find a way.
she's going to make it happen. P.S. Mitch, this is me buying the girls' votes, so I already won. With waves,
Scott's mac and cheese.
with waves of love, Scott,
Aww.
Captain Controversy.
That's awesome. Thank you. All right.
All right, so you're
This one says,
Carefully.
Kimberlyn, that's you.
But why does it have two ends?
Because he really likes N's. It's our favorite letter.
all right. Ooh, what do you got?
Meadow?
No, it's a lanyard.
Lanyard to put your card on.
So you have one to, because maybe Scott watched one of the videos when you lost your lanyard at dinner because you left it there, and
All
it's got a cruise ship on it. Ooh, you got a magnet. So a controversial
Oh,
cruising magnet.
Put it
Perfect.
on the wall.
I want to put it.
Well, we don't have anything magnetic right now.
Okay.
All right, and McKenna. Good morning.
Oh, I got a little. Mom,
Oh,
just
Whoa,
think we need
whoa,
a
whoa,
wallet.
whoa, whoa. All right, McKenna, tell the story.
We were getting Kevin's glasses, and
We had just finished.
I got back in the car and I opened up my purse and I couldn't find my permit card.
Yes. And she's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm like, where is it? No idea.
She was sitting on it
Yeah.
with her butt.
She was sitting on it. It had fallen out and was just on the chair. And I'm like, you need a wallet. It needs to go in a zipper compartment so that if your bag is open, it's not just gonna fall out somewhere. So let's see it.
It has a little cruise on it.
Show them.
So how perfect.
Thank you.
It is like Funkle Scott knew exactly what was needed.
Right. For every single kid.
Mommy, it popped air.
Yes, it pops air.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, I need you to put your hand back in there
Why?
because there's still a snake.
I feel something. More dogs.
Oh
my
my goodness.
I got
A lot.
All right, let's see.
Ooh.
Oh, look at the blue duck.
Is that a witch duck?
A witch duck?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a witch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is that what the? Okay. Awesome. Look at the paint splatters.
Yeah.
This one has a pirate. A pirate one.
Where's the duck?
R.
Right, and there is also more ducks
Aww.
And they come in all different sizes.
Oh,
So yes, and we have more pins,
Leave 'em.
and we have more
I
stickers.
like the duck.
I know you do.
Ooh, a glitter sticker.
I want
So-
a glittery sticker.
Oh, you want the glittery sticker? That one's Daddy's.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
You're gonna use
If I
this
don't-
magnet and you can put it on the fridge for now. But you can't put a sticker on the fridge.
Right.
We'll pack the magnets in the cruise bag so you can put them on your wall.
Yes.
And
What
then
do
I
you
can
think?
take them off.
Yeah.
You can take them off.
Yes.
And I could put it wherever I
All
want.
right, girls. What do you say?
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
That
you,
was awesome.
Scott. The girls truly appreciate it, and we appreciate everything that you do. All right, are you guys sticking around, or you're
Or were
going?
there any comments before you?
Yeah. So
You
I.
have to scroll all the way
Well,
down.
yeah. Now we gotta because they decided to
Hold
come
on.
in.
Hold on.
All right, so I'm gonna
Oh.
just stop.
Good thing it's not.
All right, so let me
Good thing.
try to find out where.
Yeah.
So here, I think
Look.
we're here. So we got Kevin,
That's you.
Ainsley, and McKenna. So Danny Dizzle says you look amazing, Kevin.
Because you still have
He
all your
says Ainsley and McKenna, hey. Hey, Zach from Coker Culture made it in, so I know he was driving earlier, and hopefully you have made it safely to your
Now,
destination.
here's the real question. Were you driving or were you riding?
He was driving. It's him and the boys.
Oh, gotcha.
So yes, he was driving. So we have, let's see, I'm gonna try to find any comments. I'm getting a package from Scott tomorrow. So ooh, Scott has lots of stuff sent out. So Jan says, lucky girl. Yes, yes, yes.
I can't wait, Mommy.
I know. I can't wait for our cruise.
No, the
Yes,
open the
Jan, I hear you. Catching up on videos is
package.
totally something you got to do. So Liz says, what the duck? Danny says, what the ducky duck?
You are some lucky ducks.
You are. So
So
Yeah.
cute.
Jan says, so awesome. So Zach is asking, McKenna, did you get your braces off?
No, I got a new color. It's pink, so you can't.
Yes. So
Oh my god.
it's,
They're still there.
they're still there, but this hot pink is a little bit harder to see. So we got a hashtag Fancy Scott. Hey, Kimberly LaBelle, welcome in. Oh, what a great surprise from Uncle Scott. So yes. Chris will be all in the mac and cheese cook-off. So yes. I don't know how many entries are being allowed. I don't know how we're shipping you guys samples, but we'll figure all that out later on. So yes, Scott is the best.
For sure.
So dang, Scott, way to make us all look bad. So yes. So Zach, I apologize because we started with that because they came in. But we do want to say thank you to Coker Culture as we received some stickers and magnets from them in the mail as well. So thank you, Zach.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate it. We are going to work on getting a space in
we were
here
just
to
talking,
put everything up.
Behind these ducks.
Is where it's going to go.
Yeah, we just need to get it set up.
Yes. All right. So now that the kids are gone, and now I get to try to catch up and figure out what I missed or what we were even talking about, because they just sidetracked everything.
Because they heard you talking and they're like, finish or not, we're coming in.
Yes. So going back here. All right, so I'm back. Oh my goodness, guys. So yes. All right, let me try to find my way back to wherever we were at. And I guess it's going to be right here. And we welcome Jan in. Ron is saying hi to people. So Liz says, happy early birthday. So thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
I told him he should wear the same crown the girls wear, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, so Liz is saying hit that like button, y'all. So we would greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button. All right, so let me try to see. So Scott said, well, the dry slide was fun, so I'm going dry. So yes, the topic is wet or dry tonight. And we're going to get to that in a little bit here. So like my humor with the dry, yes. Always appreciated. Let's see. Cheryl, don't ask a question like this because then we get a response of this nature. So, Scott, what are you doing? Scott's response is he's working and shaking his chi-chis. I'm more scared than Scott asked Cheryl what she's doing, and I'm going to try to see if I can find and get caught back up. Cheryl?
She was like, I'm not even going to reply.
Right, Cheryl, don't even reply if it's not appropriate.
She's doing good. I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
Right, no rabbit hole at all on that one. So let me see if, so we're back here. So yes, thank you again, Scott. We appreciate it. So yes, love it. Yeah, so age appropriate gifts, you did wonderful.
It was spot on.
Again, yeah, she probably would have, that would have been bad news because she would try to wear it all the time. So thank you for not going down that road.
My goodness, are you okay?
Yeah.
Need to go get that checked out.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like the first sign of a stroke right there.
No. All right, so Jan is asking Zach where.
See, trouble starts.
Sorry, Zach, hopefully I didn't start any issues. Yes, so they like, we buy, yeah. As soon as they got their package, they're going back to dinner because they didn't even finish their dinner. They just came in here.
Hey, Lori, welcome in.
Yeah, Lori Barber. Hey, that's fine. You can lurk all you want and listen and enjoy. Yes.
Yes, Ron.
Ron,
I'm excited about the like button, and he hit the wrong button.
Ron, I did it just for you because I wanted you to make it feel better. I don't know, guys. But this week, I feel like a lot of the lives we've been in, I'm going to blame it on the weather and the internet. Everybody's been struggling. So that's why.
So it's just our turn.
So we're going blue button or blue screen a minimum of twice tonight. So get ready.
Oh, super.
Wet or dry, maybe that gives you some insight of which way I'm going to pick. Not looking so wholesome now, Zach. So yeah, obviously there is some favorites going on. So yes. Oh my, no comment on that stuff. So, yeah. So Zach, in case you missed this, you are not looking wholesome because you only sent stickers and magnets to us.
I mean, we're the only ones.
So yeah,
that doesn't mean he didn't send them to others.
I don't know. Raise your hand if you have a Coca Culture sticker, and if you don't, you're not that cool. So yes, Danny, words are hard tonight. I don't know what's going on. Too long of a day yesterday in the sun. So, Zach is putting it out there. Anyone who wants magnet stickers, just let me know and give me addresses. So, yes, y'all want stickers, Coca Culture is going to send them out to anybody who
Awesome.
wants one. So Danny says she is getting one. But yeah, Danny gets to meet them soon
Yeah.
enough. So Danny's
Or
going to
when
go.
I move.
Yes, because Dan, I don't remember, Danny, where you're moving, but you are moving somewhere close over there. I want to say it's Carolinas, but I could be wrong. So Ron said, it's been crazy all week. Agreed. So we're just going to put it up with StreamYard changing things and everybody changing stuff, and that's why it happened. Liz, I'm not even going down that road. Oh, see, we are the pair. So Ron, do you have a sticker? That's what I want to know. If Ron has a sticker or not.
Because you don't have a sticker for Japan.
No, so I need to get with Ron. We actually talked about I need to trade stickers with Ron
Oh.
and send him one. I'm asking if he has a Coca Culture.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right. We are now in compliance because I've done it twice. So I told you it was going to happen. I just wanted to make sure it really happened. So thank you guys for sticking with us. And we're going to get this thing figured out. So Liz said, I don't even have a controversial cruising magnet. So yeah, hey, we have a magnet. We have a button. And I'm pretty sure, Scott, this literally sticker is for me because that's the only one that didn't come in a 3-pack.
I know. Can they see? Oh. Can you see the sparkles? That's
So-
fancy.
Right. So apparently, it's whatever
Whoa.
live he's in, that's who he says is his favorite. I see how
Whoa,
it is.
Zach, I'm hurt.
So yes, South Carolina. I knew it was one of the
Okay.
Carolinas. So Danny
Awesome.
is moving over there. So yes, Danny is moving. Yes, Ron, and I know you did, and I need to get with you, and we're gonna swap.
Yes, we even have more coming in the mail.
Yeah, so I have more stickers coming in. They should be in on Monday or Tuesday.
So we
So-
haven't forgotten. You just
Right.
had to wait for the next order.
So Ron, you are first on the list to get one out of the new batch.
Ooh,
So Ron does in fact have some. Ooh, that is
because he was the favorite then.
yes. So yes, hey, thank you for sticking around, sticking with us through the blue screen, swirl screen. I decided to give you guys a new look. So Ron, earlier today they said they had the best of the best on that panel, and I said the best of the best and Ron. That's because Ron is better than best of the best. So that's how it is, I guess. I would not have expected anything less from you, Zach. So yes. So all right. So let's see. When you get a chance, send me your address, and I will get some moving your way. So yes, I will definitely get with you, Ron. I needed a fam magnet, so everybody wants that. The addresses that's on the envelope.
Oh,
Really?
you
You didn't send us a fake address? Now I'm kind of concerned.
You're like, man,
Good thing I didn't mail anything back. That could have been awkward, maybe. Hopefully it's somebody you know. Remember when you said I'm making you look bad earlier, Zach? I think you're doing fine. So yes.
welcome back in. Those of you who lost connection with us for a few minutes there.
So yes, Mike and Rihanna, welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so, oh, it's their merch ladies at y'all got a merch lady? Man, y'all are fancy. I got merch. I'm working on the merch store. So those of you who have been
Yes.
asking, I showed Terrence some samples tonight. The goal is by, well, I'm not going to say
I
that.
know. I'm like, oh, okay.
It would be great if I could have it out by the next live. So next week, hopefully the store will go live. And maybe those of you who are in here will run a special promotion and we'll try to give away some KAM Fam merch or something. Or is that not?
Yes, perfect.
Oh,
Hey, Jess. I heard you might be watching at home, even though Zach's not there. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it.
oh, so we're going to need some confirmation. All right, so let's see. Unfortunately, she's stepping away from her shop, so we're going to have to start from scratch. That is always a bummer when you have to start over. All right, so let's get to the topic at hand tonight.
Let's do it. It's even early. It's only 7:30.
Right, 7:30 is going to give us plenty of time to knock this out, and we're going to hope everything goes smooth because it's gonna.
It's gonna.
I just can feel it. It's going to go smooth. So we are talking about tonight. So let me switch over to this and let's hopefully see this. So y'all can see the screen. Hopefully we are in good shape. I can see it. And let me see it on my end. Make sure everything is loading up correctly. So we're talking wet or dry. So we're going to go through. Now, I know y'all put in the poll. And when you came in, so let me see. Right now, we have 17 votes. And 76% of you are saying wet. And you don't even know what it is. I just literally said wet or dry. And 3 out of 4 of you are saying make it wet. So we're going to, that's what the poll says.
Okay.
So first
I
up.
didn't take the poll.
You didn't take the poll?
No.
That's because you didn't log into our live.
It's true.
So that's one less view that we have for us. All right, so we're going to go to our first thing. So we're going to go through a few different topics. And when we get to the topic,
we want the chat to blow up.
Yeah, we want to hear what you guys have to say. So Ron says everything is better when wet. Ron, you got to be. All right, so let's go to our first one and let's take a look. So some of you may recognize one of these videos and the other one, this is going into the archives. So let's take a look. So, first up, on a slide, are you a wet or a dry slide person? So let us know in the chat, put down either wet or dry. And yes, for those of you who don't know, that was Captain Controversy himself going down the dry slide on World America, screaming like a proud champion as he dropped those 11 stories. The top video was actually myself going down the water slide, back for some old time.
Yes.
So I actually dug up some old videos. So we are going to actually try to release some retro videos eventually. But let us know, would you rather go down a wet slide, which would be a water slide, or do you prefer
the dry
slide? So in the chat, let us know. I'm going to pull us back up big here.
And welcome in Texas Cruiser.
So, hey, welcome in, Rick. Glad to have you here. Is it raining down in Galveston? Because we got doused earlier this afternoon and it's still looking kind of gloomy.
Look, Kimberly, I am still laughing. I love Scott's video. If you go down.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, so I mean, it was.
I can feel the. I love it every time I see it.
Yeah, so that was definitely great. So, Scott, thank you for making it part of our live tonight and releasing that great short.
Yeah, you didn't even know.
All right, so let's see. Up first, we have Danny saying she's definitely going with the wet water slide. So Mike is saying water slide.
Okay.
Ron is saying for the water slide, he's going wet.
Okay.
Kimberly Lavelle says keep it dry. So yes.
I'm with Kimberly. I don't know. I'm not a big water slide.
Well, and I think it's one of those things where, like, if you do the water slide, you're committing to a pool day.
Yeah.
There's no option.
There's no going back.
if we're walking around the ship and there's a dry slide, hey, let's do this and we can continue on our day.
True.
So, Kimberly, I guess that's what you're saying. Like, hey, I don't want to get all changed. You don't have to change. You don't have to do anything. So Lori Barber says wet, of course. So she is going down the water. And Scott he was
Mistyping.
while he was going down that dry slide, he was dreaming that it was a wet slide.
Oh, okay.
So Liz says she would much rather go down the water slide. It's like a strain in my store right now. I'm a little bit confused. Scott, I'm hoping there's a strain. I'm hoping that's like your back, maybe. And that, because if it's in your store, that's really bad. All right, so Scott was screaming mostly. It was very loud. So hey, Antoinette at Fun, welcome in.
Hey,
Glad to have you.
Great to see you again.
So Rick says it's a little dry here in Galveston, so glad to hear you guys are not getting all of that wet. So everybody is saying hi. Welcome in.
Hey, Leslie.
West Graves. When it's wet, it slides in easy. So yes, down the slide, not a problem. You don't get stuck at the bottom like some people did. So, oh my goodness, and I just said that, and then Rick says, I hung up on Liberty of the Seas water slide, so my water slide days are over.
But you notice Zach got a little hung up at the end of the dry spot. Sorry, yes. Scott, at the end of the dry spot.
Yes, I did.
Which made it that much funnier.
I did cut that part out, but yes, if y'all go check out the full video because the ending is pretty hilarious. So people are saying hi. So yes, this is exactly what happened. Somebody got stuck on the dry slide.
I love it because that would have happened to all of us.
Yes.
Like, no joke. So I'm glad.
So Antoinette at Fun says she prefers the wet slide as well. All right, guys. So that was only number one. And we have multiple things. This is all cruise topics tonight. And we're going to talk wet or dry. So let's go back over and let's see what item number 2 is. And we're going to start
Did
it
you
up.
say what you would prefer?
Oh, I did not. So I guess I'm going wet. I'm going with the water slides that are wet. One, I can only imagine how bad your back would hurt. Like, it's bad with the water slides,
It's going to be bad there too.
but with the dry one, like I just felt the shaking of Scott the entire time. And speaking of backs, before we go to the next one, guys, if you notice, I'm sitting perfect because tonight I have my padded spot, so there is no issues at all. So yes, I know some of you have seen the live of that. Sitting pretty tonight. All right, so let's see. Texas Cruiser said, she also told me I'm banned from Senior Frogs on the International Pier Council. That's not right, Rick. You should be allowed to go to that if you want to. All right, so let's get over to the second one. And let's see. So the second wet or dry item is a salad.
A salad. Do you like your salad wet or dry?
And maybe we should clarify this a
Dry
little.
does not mean necessarily no dressing.
Right. Are you, so like, if you ordered the salad you see on the screen,
Would that
Would that-
dressing be enough?
would that be enough dressing for you? All right, so apparently we're going to go to the chat as you guys decide. So let us know, do you like your salad wet
Sorry, Liz, I couldn't help it.
or dry? Because, you know, Karen's reading over there. Man, can you imagine if we had Cheryl on here tonight and she could actually see the chat? For those of you who missed out with Scotty J, when Cheryl could read the chat, it was hilarious. So yes, no bony butt. I'm sitting comfy tonight. So there's no, that is not the case. It's just a little bit of comfort. So Mike was going to say the same thing. Y'all are killing me. So Rick said there was just one time. I don't remember getting back on the ship. Only once. Hey, one time, too many.
Yeah, you got to make sure you make that ship.
So let us know your thoughts on the salad. Do you like it wet or do you like it dry? And then I'm going to let Taryn go ahead and
Going first.
yeah, you can talk about your salad. Do you like it wet or dry?
Okay. I definitely do not like it wet. I do not want my lettuce soaking or dripping. That's too wet. I want my lettuce to be crispy. But in the picture, that would be way more than enough. And I usually give my extras to Mitch.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So I like it wet when it comes to a salad. When I go to a restaurant, we're on a cruise. Now, luckily, Terran's extra dressing is usually enough for me. But the one little thing of dressing they give you, it's not enough. I like my lettuce to be coated, and I want to be able to taste the dressing flavor.
I can taste it with just a little.
Nah, you gotta have it wet. So, like Liz says, she said a wet salad, love me some dressing. Exactly. The dressing is what makes the salad. I mean, otherwise, it's just salad. The flavor comes from what kind of dressing you get.
Agree.
So Kimberly Lavelle says salad. She's going wet. Now, when we say wet, I'm talking more than one of those containers you got to be eating.
Yeah. Okay. So, for example, we went out for our anniversary, and I got a Caesar salad. You had to ask for extra.
I had asked for it. I got a house salad with ranch, and I'd asked for an extra ranch.
And so I ate part of the Caesar salad, and then it got to the bottom of the bowl, and I'm like, yeah, I can't eat this anymore because it was literally just dripping. But he's like, oh, yeah, I'll eat it, no problem.
It was
I'm like,
great.
no,
So, yes.
that's too much of a good thing.
So, Ron said that ranch would be enough for him. So, yes, Ron, I guess you're a little more on the drier side then if you don't need to soak it. So Lori said side dressing if I don't like what comes on it. So I'm assuming she's talking about what comes on the salad, whether or not she needs some extra dressing. So Mike says, I like my salad tossed and wet.
I do like a good tossed salad, but still not too wet.
So Liz is maybe understanding the game. Wet is always the right answer. It's not half.
So all of my answers are wrong.
So apparently, I'm the one who made it, so I am correct. It's almost like you can never go wrong with hashtag sausage on the match game. It's wet is right. So Rick says, I've got to have dressing. The dressing is part of the fun. I do like vinaigrettes.
I do like vinaigrette.
I am not a vinaigrette fan, really. I like my staple. I like ranch. I like ranch, and I like ranch.
Wow, way to mix it up there.
It's pretty much.
He'll eat Caesar.
Yeah, well, I'll do Caesar. I'm okay with a little bit of French, but I gotta have ranch to mix with the French if I'm gonna do that. So yes, too moist. That's never an issue. Oh my goodness. Royal has a great Caesar.
Oh,
See,
I love Caesar salad.
Carnival, I don't like their Caesar salad, and I'm a Caesar salad fan, but I don't because they make it all like really fresh with like the anchovies or whatever smashed up in it, and I don't do that. So Weston says wet is flavor.
It's true.
Hashtag wet is the right answer so far. So yes. So Jan says heading out, everyone. Didn't get much sleep. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Jan. Have a great night. So Ron, I do not really like ranch, but yes, ranch is my go-to. We buy the big things of ranch, and if y'all want good ranch, go to Aldi. That is the best cheap ranch you're gonna get. So everybody is saying good night to Jan. I like most answers, and I cannot lie.
Moist.
I knew what it said. I was just editing it. Oh my goodness. So Weston said, I really hope y'all's kids are in bed. Nah, they're busy watching TV.
Yeah, another room.
So yes, all right. So let's go. Now that we've talked about salads, let's move on to the next one because we are just getting started with wet or dry. We got a couple more to go. And let me get one more in here. So Rick says, if I'm eating a Mexican salad most of the time, I'll use good salsa as a dressing. So
Absolutely.
good salsa is definitely perfect. Good salsa is good salsa. So Lori says, normally you get less dressing when the chef puts it on. Chef is the key word. That's why I get it on the side because I don't normally eat at restaurants with a chef.
Same. We're not fancy like that.
We don't get all that stuff either. All right, so let's take a look. Next one up. And this one is, I don't know if it's really a topic. It's not a choice. Sorry, it's a topic, not a choice.
Do you like your chairs wet or dry?
Right. So go ahead in the chat. When you are on a cruise and you walk into the Lido buffet, do you want to sit in a wet chair or do you want to sit in a dry chair? So maybe we'll see if the truth holds. Is wet always right? Because if I am going on a cruise, there is nothing more that irritates me when I walk into the Lido buffet area, and you all know you've experienced this before.
Right.
Someone decided to come in their swimsuit, which, great. You came in to get some food in your swimsuit, not a problem. But then take your swimsuit back to those Lido deck chairs by the pool. Don't sit in the buffet area because all you do with a wet swimsuit.
If it's dry,
go for it. But you sit on those chairs, and guess what? The next person who sits down in their dry shorts has a wet butt now.
and then I will laugh. As usually it's Mitch that would end up in that situation. I'm like, well.
So yeah, But
I will say, even when I go to Lido to look for chairs, like when we're by the pool, I don't look for chairs that are already wet.
Right.
Because I'm going to sit on it dry, and I want to remain dry for at least that portion. So I don't want my chair to already be wet.
Right. So yes, definitely dry chairs all the way for the KAM Fam. So let's pop this up and let's see what y'all said about this. Because see, we tricked you. Y'all thought we were going to wet the whole way, and that is not the case. So coming in first, Ron said, "Oh, no. Right, yeah." And I'm telling you, if you sat in a wet chair, you know the feeling, and you're not going to appreciate it. So Lori Barber says dry.
100%.
Kimberly Lavelle says dry. Mike says dry chair all the way. All right, Liz, let's see if you are going to be different. Okay, well, I like my chair dry.
This is the trick question.
Right. So on Lido, we're talking buffet area versus pool area. And I think she cleaned it up a little bit later. So here, Weston says dry.
Dry chair.
Just kidding. We like it dry. Yes. So chairs, we don't want any wet bone in butts at all. And if I want my butt wet, well, there's so many, Ron, there's so many wrong
What
things.
he means is if he wants to go in the pool, he will go in the pool. He doesn't want to get wet from sitting in a chair.
He wants to sit down the wet water slide to get his butt wet instead of sitting in a chair to do it.
And sometimes you're not really sure how that chair got wet. So, dry.
Right, because as they said,
oh, sweaty butt.
yeah, that's not good. So Danny says dry. You have other people body fluids if the chair is wet. Yeah, so whether it's from the pool or whatever else.
Bring a towel, sit on the towel.
Ron says, Liz, that's even worse than what I thought, but you're right. Oh my goodness. So yes, this is this Chris working under
it's
the
a trick question.
Is it Chris or is it Liz? We're not too sure because some of the answers coming out. So yes, it is always Liz under the influence of Chris sometimes. Oh my goodness. So yes, so thank you. That is a fun question. Now we're gonna go to another one and let's see what we have coming up next. So we had the tables, wet or dry. So now your bathing suit. On a cruise, do you want your bathing suit to stay wet or do you want it to stay dry? Because some people, they're just going on the cruise. They put a bathing suit on, but they're just out there to tan. They're not looking to get in the pool. They're not going down a water slide. They're just walking around in a bathing suit and relaxing. So do you want to share your thoughts first on this? Are you a wet or a dry bathing suit type of person?
Depends on if I'm getting in the water, then obviously it's going to be wet. But I would say I wear my swimsuit to remain dry I'm not upset if it gets wet, like, because, kids are splashing. My kids come up and give me a hug, or Kevin wants to sit on my lap. But if I didn't plan on getting wet, I'm just there for the sun, I would prefer that my swimsuit stays dry.
But see, and I'm more like, if I'm putting my suit on, I plan on getting wet. I plan on getting in the water. Now, I will say this, though. This is kind of a twofold thing. And some of you already answered in the chat. Because actually,
I wasn't even looking in the chat.
you weren't even looking. So let's put wet and dry. Is that an appropriate answer? So I do feel that is an appropriate answer for this situation. And the other thing with this is, going on a cruise, how many swimsuits do you bring? Because to me, there's nothing.
How long is the cruise?
Well, let's say we're going on a 7-day cruise. How many?
3.
Why are you bringing 3 swimsuits?
Well, and maybe yours is different, but I'm not putting on a wet swimsuit. And if I go out more than once in a day, I don't want to put on a swimsuit that I've already worn because it's still wet.
Right. So yeah,
So that's a no-no.
And to me, that's the biggest thing is I don't want to put on a wet swimsuit. It needs time to dry out. So yeah, if you're going on a cruise, we're bringing 3 swimsuits. And a lot of that is one, just so you have one for a port day if we're going to the beach or whatever.
Yep.
And a couple for on the ship.
And I can wash in the sink and wring it out and let it dry.
Yes. So wet or dry on your swimsuit. And if you're going on the cruise, how many swimsuits are you bringing with? So let's see what the chat had to say about this. So first, Liz had said wet and dry. But now, Ron's saying, I prefer dry.
Okay.
But wet would be doable. So he's okay.
Right. I much prefer to get wet while I'm in my swimsuit than I'm in my regular clothes walking around.
Yes.
So I agree.
So Kimberly Bell says dry. So she is definitely just hanging out by the pool. Now, this is interesting. So Kimberly, you're bringing 3 swimsuits and staying dry. So 1 for each sea day. I'm assuming.
Yeah, why?
I mean, hey, right, that's fine. You gotta have a different look for each time.
I
So
want people to see me in the same swimsuit.
right, you can't wear the same swimsuit every single day in a row, otherwise people think you're weird. So Rick says, if I put on my suit, I'm heading to the hot tub. When I get out of the hot tub, I change to my cargo shorts. So yeah, I guess I'm one. Once I get in my swimsuit and I'm waiting until I get dry. Like I'm not gonna change into anything. Usually I'll sit out, relax.
This is true. He's like, no, we need to dry off first.
I gotta sit long enough so I can dry out, so I can go to the casino. Because you don't want to sit in a casino chair in a wet swimsuit because somebody will definitely get mad at you if you coming down to sit at your favorite slot machine. Or hey, here's a pro tip for y'all. If you want to reserve your slot machine that you like, sit in a wet swimsuit. Ain't nobody coming to sit there. Works every time.
Stop it. He does not do that.
All right, so Wesley says, wet don't bother me walking in air conditioning.
Oh,
yes. It's like that hit of a blast and you're already wet. So yes, definitely
for sure.
Stay away from that. So Liz says she's bringing 2 swimsuits. Okay. And totally true. Danny says 2. Lori Barber says she's taking 0 bathing suits. We don't get off the ship and we've tried all the slides. So,
okay.
Hey, if that works for you, that works for you. So yes, everybody's agreeing, Wesley, you are so right. Walking in.
Yes, just leaving the Lido area and you get those doors that open, you're like,
or even if you're sitting at the aft pool and those doors that slide open, it's like you're sitting in a chair and you still feel that.
Yes, it's chilly.
So Ron says he thinks the answer is different for men and women.
Oh, because you don't mind putting on a wet swim trunks?
I mean, I don't like putting on wet swim trunks. We like dry in the casino. See, I knew. I'm telling you, that's how you save your spot. So let's see. Texas Cruiser said that my age, splashing around in the pool is not an activity I look forward to.
See, and I'm like, oh, look, this is exercise. This may be the only exercise besides walking around the ship that we get. So,
yes. And Danny said, or even a hotel. Yeah, hotels are the worst when you come out of that pool and got to get back to your room.
Yes.
Liz, don't say this. Not everyone pees in the pool.
Don't say that.
Only certain people pee in the pool.
I don't want to know that.
All right, so let's go. I think I got one more wet or dry for you guys. And let's see what it is. All right. So next up, after swimsuits, wet or dry?
The floor.
The floor.
So I just watched a video of someone, but I can't remember the ship now because my memory's not that great. Where there was water, it was recent, but water was coming down. I was telling you about it through the ceiling, and the carpet was wet. I don't want wet carpet. If the Lido is wet, I totally get that. That is acceptable, but I love that they're constantly mopping it up because it can get very slippery. Carpet wet, no. Lido wet, I get it, I understand it. And I've never seen them just leave puddles of water. They're constantly trying to mop it up.
Right. I would say definitely dry is the way to go here. Like, I want my floors dry. Now, I will say the only time I don't want a dry floor is when I'm getting out of the hot tub and I'm trying to make it back to my
Shoes.
chair, which has my shoes on it. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. Those boards on that Lido deck, whoo, you get it. I don't care what month it is. It can be December and you're burning your feet like crazy. And you're just like, oh man, I wish this was a wet floor right now. So yes, I feel like we need like a little wet path. Like maybe we can make some wet sidewalks to get you back to the chairs.
Yeah.
So everybody doesn't burn their feet. But yes, overall, dry is good. I do hate it when there's wetness all over the floor. And I feel like the floors are slippery as it is. So you really got to watch your step. And I always feel bad for people with any sort of mobility issues or whatnot, just to make sure you don't fall because you could.
Yeah, I mean, we are walking slow, like, okay, it's one step at a time. So yes, definitely.
So yes, when it comes to floors, let's keep them dry. All right, so let's see in the chat where we're at on we want a wet or dry. So Danny says dry floors. Kimberly Lavelle is saying dry floors. Lori says no hot tubs ever except the yacht club. Okay.
Well, that's good because you don't bring your swimsuit.
Yeah.
I don't think that's allowed.
Lori, I know Carnival doesn't accept that. Maybe I don't know if they do that on other lines. We're Carnival loyal right now, so we haven't ventured out to see if you can do that in other ships. So Liz says, we want it to be dry, but it never is. Yeah, and then they'll be spraying the decks down too at the most odd times. Like literally after dinner, I'm trying to walk the kids to Camp Ocean so I can get to the casino. And the dude decides to just be spraying over the edge, washing the floors. That's not a good time.
You gotta wash them.
But that's my direct path from the MDR to Camp Ocean.
We'll
to go
reserve
straight
that
down
pathway
to the casino.
next time from this hour to this hour. Please don't wash.
Right. They should understand the KAM Fam eats dinner early at 6:00. So they
5:30.
what? Nah, it was 5:30. So I need from 7 to 7:30. I need that space blocked off so I can get my kids into Camp Ocean and I can get down to my dry seat in the casino. So Mike says dry all the way as wet is so dangerous. Yes, so it is. And especially some of the kids who run around on there too. We always tell our kids, you cannot run.
Right. I'm like, my insurance doesn't cover this. Don't knock out a tooth. Like,
Right.
That's my biggest fear.
Right. We can't have any of that stuff. So Rick is saying a dry floor. How many times can we say wet on this line? Do we have a wet counter? Do we know wet, moist? Oh my goodness, we got wet coming in. All right, so Lido being wet, okay. Carpet or the marble floor is dry. So yeah, again,
Yes, for sure.
Lido, I'm 100% fine with wet up there because that's where wet should be. But the other thing is, those of you who have cruised on any of the Dream class ships, so the Breeze and the Dream, those are the ones we've been on, where you have the hot tubs on
the side.
the side of the ships down there by guys picking anchor and stuff. So those are, you're outside, but most people do not dry off completely. And they come in there, you're by the alchemy bar area, you're by all that stuff. And it can definitely turn into a hazard.
Yeah, because those are the marble floors that get slick.
Yes, they get slick very quick. I'm just gonna stick to wet because that comes out easier.
I'll be watching him. Don't worry.
Caution: wet floor looks like Zach. What? Oh my goodness, we got some wetness, wet. Oh my. What do you call a lot? We're not going to sneak that one in, are we? All right, we're going to leave that one right where it is. Yeah, they'd be spraying those decks, ruining my casino stuff.
And I'm just waiting at the casino for you to come back.
Yeah, too many people talking in the hot tubs, waters, and we've never experienced that. Nah, I mean, I don't know.
But we also went earlier.
Yeah, I don't go in the hot tubs at night because at night those people are not getting out of the hot tub when they're like on drink 11 of the drink package and they're bringing them straight to the hot tub and you ain't seen the guy get out of there for 3 hours. He had to go to the bathroom at some point. Oh my goodness. Kimberly says you're right. The deck floor do get super hot. Yeah. So it's what I heard is sometimes they don't let you put your Crocs or your flip flops right next to it. They're like, you need to move those away. I need to not burn my feet. Don't tell me about where my shoes can be.
I'll carry you out. Someone can deliver them.
No one in the hot tub in the yacht club long because they are hot.
I like a hot tub.
Yeah, and they ain't no hot tubs on Carnival. We got warm backwater tub.
It was pretty sad. The last ones we were on, I was like, this is not even close.
Yeah, so most of them is not what it is. They are not hot. Moist floors, no, yeah. Don't want no moist floors. Lots of wetness tonight. Y'all have been a blast, and this has been fun. So hopefully you've enjoyed hanging out with us tonight and deciding, do you like it wet or dry? And we've determined.
Yeah, it's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up.
Some things.
So even though 74% of you said wet without even knowing, it is what it is. So yes. So hold on. We do have let me see if there's any questions in the chat here quick. Oh, I'm not even going to go to that one. All right. So what's y'all's favorite slot machine on the Carnival Dream? So
anything that pays out.
No, so Carnival Dream. So we like going to the non-smoking casino, which is on deck 4. There was.
We did check out the smoking one too.
Yes, we went to both of them, but we did. There was that one game. Now we try to play Huff and Puff all the time. Huff and Puff just takes our money. So But
I want to go to the game.
Right. We like it. They do have. So there are hens on there now. They used to have pig ones.
Yeah.
Those are really cool.
The growers.
Yeah, the hens grow. There's 3 different ones. You win free games, play the jackpot bonus or extra bonus. So we do enjoy those ones. As far as I love the rocket ones. I don't know what the rocket ones are called. They're like firecrackers, I guess. I don't know the names of my games. I see them and I like them. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The ones where like it and then it lights up all the fireworks.
Yes, the purple, green, and red.
Yes, and then once they all go off, you're in the bonus.
I have been really lucky with the pepper one.
Oh yes,
the
red hot
pepper.
That's the one you want. The red hot chili pepper. So the one they have it on the non-smoking and the smoking. It's very hard to get on them in the non-smoking because there's only like 3 machines, but those were definitely, we did well on those on the Dream.
Those for sure were the.
So thank you, Liz. We appreciate it. Yes, we try to have fun. Cool water on Carnival with warm patch. Yeah, that's what it is.
You got it.
Match game question about wetness. Yeah, so see, we're just building up content for the match game. So Liz says she is all about the Buffalo.
So, and we do play Buffalo because I try. I just have not been lucky at it, but I do try every time. So don't get me wrong. And Wesley, what's the guy? The ghost? The mummy one.
Oh yes,
That one was fun. And now I know they have the Mummy, the Yeti, and there's another one that all do the same thing, but they have the 3 pots at the top, and then you get to go and play the game and catch the diamonds.
But
That would be fun.
the Buffalo did not treat us well at all on the Dream.
No.
We did not. We played it a little bit. It was a lot of some of the new Buffalo ones I'm not a huge fan of. Now there's like Buffalo Carnival and all these different, like, give me the straight up original Buffalo. That's what
I'll still try it.
So yes, the Huff and Puff, the Lock It In Links, those are good games as well.
Yes, the 50-cent ones. That's the best one. Mitch loves that one.
So I like loose slots that pay out. See, Ron, I'm with you. I like any slot that'll pay. Liz and Scott are being moisty tonight. Yes. I want to find the So the pepper ones are awesome. Those are definitely it's like red hot chili peppers or something like that. So
yes, thank you, Japan. Mo money. That's it. The Mo money. That's the money one.
That's the money one, or the mummy one. I'm a blackjack player, pretty good at it too. Yeah. So typically we stick to the slots. So Liz is saying yes, Mo money. We love blackjack and 3-card poker too.
Now, do you play at the tables or do you play on the slot game of blackjack?
I'm assuming on the tables. I always win money from the ships playing blackjack.
All right.
So the Buffaloes with the counter.
Oh, yeah. So like the Super Buffalo feature?
Yes. So yeah, anything that has a bonus feature or extra feature is always a plus as well. But we've covered everything wet and dry. We've made it to the bottom of chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight.
Yes,
we will.
Thank you.
Our Carnival Dream series is done for the days, but we are going to be releasing a few more videos. So one will be coming out this week. Cooking the KAM Fam will be coming out Friday night at 5:30. There was some technical difficulties last week, so it did not come out on time. But this week it'll be ready to go. And hopefully we'll see all of you next Sunday night as well. And we're going to leave you with this, guys, and have a
Thanks
great
for spending your Sunday with us.
Just when we thought the night was over, somebody decided to head to the bar, and they want a drink.
And I want candy. I already got candy.
Oh, and she's getting candy.
I'm gonna eat.
You're gonna eat. It's for your straw. Just a minute.
I need straw.
Hey, what did you order?
What did you say then?
What did you order from him?
No, like a drinky thing.
A Shirley Temple.
Yeah, Shirley Temple.
Do you even know what that is?
I don't even have no idea.
You have no idea.
It's a drink?
It's a drink. He's gonna make it for you.
Wow. How do you make it?
All right, dump it in. Oh, slow down. It's kind of what? Kind of soury. All right, guys, but this is not the end of the night. Well, for some, it may be the end of the night. Others, the night is young still.
Yeah.
So we'll catch y'all later.
I don't.
Bye, guys. Have
Bye,
a
guys.
wonderful week.